sitting next to me is a big air champion. When it comes to skiing, she's breaking all the boundaries. Welcome, Morgan. It's so nice to have you with us.
Thank you, Conn. I'm so glad to be here.
You're poetry in motion. We're actually getting to see some clips of you right now. But tell me, when did you get introduced to boarding?
I was introduced to boarding back in 1987. I went on a ski date with this person that I just met in Breckenridge, Colorado. He shows up to the ski date with a snowboard. And I'm on my skis going, what the heck is that? You know, back then, people didn't really, I mean, it was still so in the closet and so in the garage that, you know, people didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was, but the first day that I saw this person on a snowboard, I said, I have got to try that.
And you did, and you pioneered new boundaries for women in the sport, and there's a whole host of women out on the slopes today.
Yes, there are.
Give us an experience. Some of us have skied. I've skied once, many, many moons ago. But tell me what it's like being on the snowboard.
Oh, like you said, it's poetry in motion, especially when there's a lot of powder. Given that surface area that you have on a snowboard.
And powder is?
Powder is when there's a lot of snow. No, not the face powder. But when it stacks up, the snowboard stays on top of the powder instead of submarining down. And it's just such a free-flowing, easy feeling. And everybody that tries it, that loves it. Everyone that tries it is hooked.
Well, you make it easy. Two questions, not to backtrack. But what happened to the date?
Oh, the date, I ended up dating him for 10 years.
10 years? See, guys, that's the secret. Take him snowboarding.
We're not dating anymore.
Okay, all right. But he introduces
still one of my best
you.
Friends. His name is Sean Farmer.
So you're just doing it for fun. But when did you take it and think, I'm going to be the queen of the mountain?
My first date, the gentleman, Sean Farmer, was just starting to get into the filming aspect of it. Around here, they've got two film companies called Standard Films and Fallline Films, and he was filming with both of them. So I would just kind of tag along on their little out-of-bounds expeditions, and I just proved myself to those gentlemen that they said, okay, let's give her a segment in our movies.
Now tell me, we're in Squaw Valley. What's your favorite run?
There's so many wonderful runs here in Squaw. It really would depend literally on where the best snow is.
Or where you get the good line. You taught me that before. I'm trying to learn the lingo.
You're picking it up, brother.
Now tell me about some of these moves. Because there's some of us that just want to stand up and make it to the bottom, and you're actually getting bigger. How do you create these moves, or how do you even practice a move?
Well, it's all about just, you know, picking your line. And you can say, in my line, I'm going to make turns here. There's a little rock over here. I'm going to jump off this rock. And it's, you know, you're just always looking ahead. You're always looking like you're driving on the road. You know, you're not looking at the car in front of you. You're looking at 2 and 3 and 4 cars in front of you, as the best example as I can come up with.
Wow, but tell me, were you born with no fear, or did you learn to have no fear?
I really do think that I was born with no fear. I think we're all born with no fear, and we learn fear.
And you obviously haven't learned that yet.
No, I have.
Don't learn it, because you have more fun.
And it's important to learn it. You got to learn it, because it will, and I really do believe that women have a very strong sense of self-preservation. So for me, I have longevity in the sport, because I'm not going to go out there and waste myself right off the bat. I mean, I'll go out there and I'll keep pushing my limits, but I'm not going to push my limits to somebody else's expectations, only mine.
I want to ask you, not only is she great on the slopes, but when did you get into this motocross?
Oh my God, well, motocross and skateboard have been like my secondary passions for quite a few years. And you know, so that's what I do in the summertime. I ride my dirt bike and I skateboard.
Wow, and you do it so well. But now, what is your saying? Do you have a saying?
Oh,
Morgan?
My goodness. Well, let's see. I would say stay low and be powerful. That's my saying.
Nice, and you have stayed low and you are powerful. You're a great example, not only to women, but for guys. She is doing it.
You know it.
We got to start practicing, guys. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
More Cafe Central when we return.